Christina Sheree. If you're new, hey, why don't you go ahead and, hit that subscribe button. And if you're returning, it's always good to see you. So before I dive into this video, I kind of want to pop something up here. It's my Instagram. Why don't you go ahead and check me out? I really love to post pictures in between the videos, pictures of the look so you can see it a little bit better. I'm really just loving building a channel here and a following there. So when you have a moment, please just go ahead and check me out. So today I'm actually really excited. This will be actually the first video that I'm posting in 2020. So yay, welcome 2020. And I'm just excited about the collection. So I got some goodies in the mail today. Thankfully I was off because just perfect timing. Oh, make sure they're in frame. Juvia's Plays dropped 4 minis. And I'm really excited about them if you couldn't tell. So I'm going to dive into these today. Well, not all of them actually. I'm just going to go ahead and do a swatch party. Love those. Do a little swatch party and pick a palette to do a look with. I'm thinking probably something warm tone. It's got my vibe going right now. Yeah, so without further ado, jumping into the swatches. So to start it off, this Juvia's Place, if I'm looking down, it's because I took notes because I really want to make sure I give you guys all the information on this collection. So they dropped 4 palettes. The bundle for all 4 is $52. If you get just one palette, it's $13.99 each. And 3 out of the 4 have a combination of pressed pigments and eyeshadow, and there's just one palette, the Violets, that's just all eyeshadow. So as I swatch them, I will let you know which colors are not intended for immediate use around the eye. And all 4 palettes have an estimated 24-month shelf life. Honestly, if you just clean your palettes, shadows will last you a really long time, so much longer than that. So the first palette I'm going to dive into is this pretty one here, the Chocolates palette. Let me show you what it looks like first. This is the Chocolates palette. It's pretty neutral. I mean, that's what it's intended for, but these are great kind of throw in your bag, go-to, on-the-go palettes. That's the purpose of them. So this palette here, it contains some of their, I think all of these actually contain some of their most requested shades. So I'm not sure, I couldn't find what shades are really new and which ones are repeats. So it's just safe to assume that they all are most requested since that's what it says on their website. But this one specifically is what they say is perfect for a soft, natural, or complete glam look. I won't repeat that for all 4 because seriously, that's the description for all 4. So just diving into the swatches. Okay, so here's the Chocolates palette swatch. Of them, the 3rd color, sorry, I'm looking in my mirror straight ahead. This color right here is the only one that's not intended for immediate use around the eye. So the next palette I'm actually going to go ahead and dive into is the Berries palette, so this one here. And in this palette there are 2 shades that are not considered safe around immediate eye area, and I will let you know which ones those are. Okay, so here's the Berries palette swatch. Now the first one here, so this color and this one are both not considered safe for immediate use around the eye. But this is the Berries palette. This one is really beautiful. But then I love these colors, so I'm kind of biased. Okay, so the next palette is called the Nudes. So this one here, I'm not sure if you can really see that. This is the Nudes palette. Okay, so this is the Nudes palette swatched. The last one, you swear there's a color there. You can't even see it on my skin tone. But of this palette, this color here, this second one, yeah, this one right here, is considered not safe for immediate use around the eye. So this would be the only one. And the last palette in this collection is so pretty. This one's called the Violets. So gorgeous. This one right now, when I check Juvia's Juvia Place website, this is the only one that's sold out right now. The other one's good to go, but this one, if you want it, you may want to jump on that. So let me dive into swatches. Okay, so here's the Violet palette. Now this one is considered an eyeshadow palette, so all of them are safe for around the eye. But oh my god, how beautiful is this one? I see why it's sold out. Alright, so I was thinking about doing the violets, but it's sold out, so I'm going to pick a palette that you guys can actually get right now if you're choosing to pick up one of these palettes. So I'm actually going to dive into the berries. I feel like, kind of works with my vibe. So I'm going to dive into that one. My eyes are already primed. I used my Fenty eye primer and then dusted a little bit of Too Faced Peach Perfect just to set it. So I'm going to pull this in frame in my little mirror here and then just dive right into this look. So I'll put a picture of the palette on the screen because there are no colors, or color names, shade names. So I'm dipping into this top one in the middle. And I'm actually going to go ahead and place this in my transition area. So stamp it in. These colors are ridiculously pigmented. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend it on out. Okay, I forgot to tell you what brush I was using for that. I used my Milk Cosmetics, what is this called? Can't pronounce it. It's a blender brush. I really love this brush. Okay, so now with that placed in my transition, I actually focused a lot of the color on the outer side so I could build up a wing. And I will say that these colors, like this is the lightest one in the palette, and I thought it was going to be really light. It's actually not. It's a really pretty color, so keep that in mind. It may be actually darker than what it appears. Now I'm taking my Sonia G Worker Pro and going back into the same color, and I'm just going to place this all over the lid. So just pack it on. Picking up my Sonia G Pencil Pro, I'm actually going to take the same color and run it along the lower lash to smoke it out a little. Okay, so with my Sonia G Worker Pro, this is the one that I just used to lay down this other color. I'm not going to take the color off. I'm just going to use the other side of the brush and dip into this color that I'm showing you on the screen. And go ahead and pack this on the outer third. To create a V. Okay, so with that packed on the outer third, I started to blend it up just a little bit to create a wing here. So like this. We'll blend it in later. So I'm just going to do the inner third too. And this look is pretty much going to be a halo eye. A soft one. That's the goal. So right now, just pack it on the inner third. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and take a moment and blend these edges out a little bit more just to soften them. So there's more of a gradient between the transition color and the second color we just placed. Now taking my Morphe MB26, so this small brush here, going back into this same color, I'll put it up top, the first one in the palette, and just going to run this really close to my lower lashes, focusing on the outer third and the inner third, so kind of mirroring what I did on the top, leaving the center clear. Make sure to connect it to the top. Picking up my Sigma E56, this brush here, you can use your finger or you can use this brush. I'm taking the color in the top row on the end, and again I'll put a picture up. I'm going to place this just in the center. Okay, so with that placed with my brush, now I'm actually going to take a little bit on my finger and place it just in the center. Your finger warms it up, so it'll give it a bit more of a foil effect. Like that. You could always just use your brush and then fix plus it, or your finger. Okay, so for the bottom, I'm still taking the same color, and this time I'm actually going to fix plus the brush and place it just in the center, so mirroring the top. Right there. Now I'm picking up my Mel Cosmetics mixtape pencil, and I'm going to run this in the waterline, just in the center on the bottom, and bring it down just a little bit. Okay, so I put that in the center there, and I'm just going to take a small brush, any smudger brush. This is my Natasha Denona number 4. I'm just going to work that down just a little bit, just to give this look a bit of a pop. So taking my Morphe pencil in the color Gemma, I'm going to use this as an inner corner highlight because this palette doesn't really have one. Well, not in the look I'm going for. Okay, so I'm taking Gemma and actually going to go along the bottom of my brow to use it as a brow bone highlight. And now for another pencil. You guys, I love Morphe pencils. They're really good and they're so cheap. I'm picking up the color Extra, which is like a navy. So if you have a navy, I'm sure it works. And I'm going to focus this in the waterline. Okay, with Extra in my waterline, I'm just taking the Natasha Denona number 4 and just going to smudge it down just a little. And kind of create a wing, just so bring it up just a little bit, flick it up to the top. So now with my Sonia G Pencil Pro, I'm dipping into the last color on the bottom, and I'm going to smoke this out right over that. So right here. Okay, so doing that actually made me want to add a little bit more depth to the top. So I'm taking the same color and I'm placing that on my Sonia G Worker Pro, and just going to put this just on the outer third. Alright you guys, so I'm going to finish my liner and do mascara off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I'm back. I really like this collection. I mean, I love the palette. It's just pretty. Okay, so what did I do? I realized that in this look I used 4 shades and, well, 4 pencils. I just like to play. So the other pencil that I added, and I just added it all along the waterline, I felt like it needed to be deepened up a little bit and I wanted to bring a bluer color to it. So I used my Mel Cosmetics Neptune pencil, which is a really nice blue. So yeah, if you have a blue, just go ahead and run that in your waterline. And then I ran it a little bit at the top, just in the outer V, to kind of give a smokier look here. And trusty favorites, my L'Oreal voluminous mascara primer. Use that. I use my Too Faced primer for my, Too Faced mascara, Damn Girl mascara. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. And then I used Pretty Please as the gloss because I really wanted something that was pinkier but not like an actual lipstick. And yeah, so that's what I did. This is my first impression. I mean, there are 4 palettes and I only used one, so I definitely can't say what I think about the entire line or the entire collection. But one thing that I do like, I love the price point for Juvia's Place. I love the quality. It's so super pigmented. The Berries palette I used, I would say the next one that I'm really excited to try is this one, the Violets. But this one is sold out, so I really didn't want to do a look if you couldn't get it like right away. So I didn't do that. But yeah, I really like this look that I came up with. Hopefully you like it. If you like it, you give it a thumbs up. First impressions, again, I like it. I only use one palette, like half the colors, but I do like it. So yeah, I'm going to pop up a little Instagram thing. Before you head on about your day, please go ahead and check me out. Give me a follow there, subscribe here. It would really mean so very much to me. Yeah, so enough of all this talking. I really, really hope you have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And again, thank you so much for spending time with me. Bye, you guys.